Devaluation of the US dollar from 1970 to 2025. Specifically, from 1913 to 2025, the dollar's lost 96 to 97% of its purchasing power. What you're about to experience from 2025 to 2030 is the complete devaluation of the purchasing power of the US dollar. It's already lost 96 to 97% of its purchasing power with no backing. They're going to lower interest rates on the 29th of October. They're going to lower them again in December. And Trump is going to bring these rates as low as humanly possible. And they're going to print more money than in history from 2026 to 2029. This is going to cause an absolute boom in markets. But remember, it's going to cause a devaluation of your currency and everything swings. Nothing goes in a straight line. The tide goes in, the tide goes out. This is why Bitcoin has crushed every other asset. Crushed. Not just beat, but crushed every other asset for the last 10 years. This is why Trump, out of billionaires, is a #1 holder in Bitcoin now. This is why Bitcoin is becoming the greatest and most sought after assets for companies to create treasuries. We went from a couple to hundreds of companies creating Bitcoin treasuries. We created a Bitcoin treasury, an XRP treasury for our company. Because why would I store my profits in a dollar that's going to continue to get devalued? Trump told you you're going to be on an even playing field monetarily in 2017 before we know it. Bitcoin is global. It's a fixed supply asset. It only has 21 million. There's only 5% left. It's only mined for another 116 years. They mine 450 a day, and because of treasury companies, there's 1,700 being bought. There's already a supply and demand issue. What you're going to see, this is my prediction from 2025 to 2030, save this video and come on back just like you did with my 2020 videos, is Bitcoin is going to be biggest part of our country's strategic reserve. They're going to start to right size the balance sheet. With an asset like Bitcoin that grows 50% every single year, the public and private sector are going to come together. You're going to see a lot of private companies, private investments, private equity. You're going to see things like XRP, Bitcoin, Solana, WFI. We're going to become major players in the global financial system. You're going to see a centralized system get fragmented into a global monetary system. Bitcoin will be the new store of value that has no borders. It's crossed every single border. Countries around the world will be implementing a Bitcoin strategic reserve so they can right-size their balance sheets and balance out their government. The US dollar will continue to lose purchasing power. It's going to get sucked up into stable coins. Trump owns USD1 now, the fastest growing stablecoin through World Liberty Financial. They brought Tether, that runs 90% of the stablecoin market, into the US through Bo Hines. Cantor, Howard Lutnick, is a custodian for Tether. So Howard Lutnick, study Steve Witkoff, are always with